OJ.
This podcast episode is brought to you by Itopia Life Herbos, where cannabis and culture combine for one of a kind experience. Visit them at 10 West Kings House Road, just across the Canadian Embassy. Also follow them on Instagram at Itopia Life or visit their webpage at itopialife.com for the latest info, trends, and merch. This podcast is also brought to you by
Lothian's Boutique. Follow them on Instagram at Lothian's Boutique, and you can use my code Ariane10 to get 10% off your next bundle purchase, and you can use my code Ariane10 to get 10% off your next bundle purchase. Oh, and follow them at 23 West Tradeway in Portmore.
Follow them.
Oh, visit them at 23 West Tradeway in Portmore.
This podcast is also brought to you by Pure 24, pure natural supplements designed to enhance the body and mind. They make supplements affordable, effective, and easy to use. Visit their website at pure24store.com. Their products ship worldwide. And remember to use the code THEFIX to get 15% off all items. That's promo code THEFIX to get 15% off all items. These are the only gummies you'll need for a better life. All right? Shout out to all our patrons, them, especially Fix National, them, DB, Tamo Good, Richard Van, Zaki, big up on the damn self. If you want to support us and get access to exclusive content, bonus content, first access to content before it gets dropped on our YouTube channel, you can do so at patreon.com/thefixja. Rihanna named National Hero in Barbados. Care or don't care?
I care.
I care about
And I have
this.
thoughts on this.
I have thoughts on this. Now, before we get to those thoughts, hold this, Rihanna. Hold that.
I mean, congratulations to the entire state out.
I want to give you more things than this, Rihanna, but
She's
probably
pregnant
never
now.
happen anywhere in life.
She's pregnant now.
Is she?
I joke.
Is
I
the
don't-
rumors out there running? If that is so, then congrats, ASAP Rocky. You just tied on a billionaire, youth. Oh, you mean breeder? Hey, I'm never pulling out. Never. I'm Mr. Pull out. If me have sex with Rihanna, I'm not pulling out. Never.
That's like
She
so-
literally sing a song, say, come into me. Yes, indeed. That would be me. Especially if she sing it to me melodically. Charger. Empty in the clip. Billionaire.
But you're not a billionaire.
No. By proxy, I would be.
I mean,
By proxy, I would be. Same like if something like that were to go out with an Oprah, I lock you down for life. I'm involved in your life.
but you're
You know what
not
I mean?
getting anything.
No, yes, I would.
And
Yes, I would.
And
Yes, I would. Child support.
you don't really want Oprah. You don't really want Oprah Rihanna give you child support.
Oh, you mean? Them 1 billion times richer than me. Oh, you mean? Oh, you mean? Oh, you mean? Yeah, I mean.
It's so weird because I mean, that's bird light, baby. I don't know if you're
I-
if you're being funny or not.
I know
but
you
it's
would
weird.
say that. I know you would
But
say that.
most men would probably be proud
Oh, you mean?
to take the money from.
Oh, yeah.
Like they wouldn't want to. That's what I mean. Like them ego in the way.
Yeah, Ozzy.
But you would gladly,
Me, I take it.
like you go to the judge and said, Judge, I want her on child support.
And fade away into obscurity. Yeah, I mean, I'm not in any public forums, you know what I mean, where people can make fun of me. No, I'm living my life quiet
With the child.
with the children and with the money.
Oh, the children's here finding having multiple children.
Why not? You further tie them down with more than one.
And you protect them at all costs. Like,
All costs.
no death, no
Yeah,
nothing.
man, I rock the baby like the baby. Hey, look at me. I try desperately for proof, say
That's
I'm a good father.
Bird. Like, baby. But why not? If women can do it, why not?
Oh, yeah, I mean.
Equality, no?
I mean. In all seriousness, no. Big up to Rihanna. This is major.
Yes.
Not only that she's an entertainer,
Mm-hmm.
that also it further shows how Barbados are flex them muscles record just what they are them.
No, this today, like everything happened today where them
it
fully
all
gone.
happened. It was officially made
Or
to
last
that
night
that they
today.
succeeded. That is the word, right?
Yeah, success. Yeah.
From
From colonial rule under the
colonial rule.
British Queendom, but they're
Yeah.
still in the Commonwealth, but they're no longer. They don't have the Queen. The Queen is in their head
they
of
are
state.
officially
A republic.
republic,
That's it.
yes.
It's a republic,
State.
and the Queen is no longer the head
Them
of
have a
state.
president. Them also still have a prime minister. But it's females.
Yeah.
And when you take that into context, this Rihanna thing makes all the more sense. And like they're like, yeah, female power.
Yeah.
You always see all the three of like they planned that photo up with the
Yeah.
3 women there showing, oh, we're proud
Power.
and
The
we're
Queen,
female,
the president,
and,
the prime minister,
and billionaire national
and
hero
billionaire national
Rihanna.
hero.
I thought we claimed her though.
Who they can't
They're
claim her
re-
all in one,
Nah,
but she's Barbadian.
This is where Andrew's slipping again. This is where we have to call him out now. Them really make Barbados name our national hero before we did. We're slipping. We're slipping out
Wow.
there. We're slipping.
You know what's funny? I think the Caribbean nations like CARICOM, like they should have like this thing. I don't think he's like hero or whatever, but I feel like they could come together, which they should. They ought to. That's what the CARICOM ought to be. The Caribbean community, you know, and like just have them as a yeah, I guess ambassador is a role. Is a title, the word that I'm looking for. But like Usain Bolt, even Nicki Minaj, but not really, no, cause yeah. Shelly, but mostly Jamaicans. Isn't that weird? It'd be mostly Jamaicans.
There's
like,
one
yeah.
when this happened now, there's one other.
But all the Caribbean countries need to come and elevate their people. And like if they're doing great things in the bigger community, in the wider community, you know, I wouldn't say the world at large. It's an inspiration because of course like Rihanna is an inspiration. But I guess my issue is, are you finished?
No, I was going to bring up a point, but one.
No, because I was saying with Rihanna, she's an inspiration. But I don't know, when you think of heroes, especially in our context, you always think of somebody who sacrificed great things in order for the collective community, you know, and or did something to advance their country.
Well,
forward.
It could be said that Rihanna, in her celebrity, has done that. And
put Barbados on the map.
In a way, and not to mention the probable various charity works that she has within the country.
True.
That's not to be dismissed, because I see some people
No,
are
of
questioning
course
what she
not.
do for that. You know, you even know what she do in our country. Yo.
No, I
I'm
know
sure
I know she does.
she has some philanthropic
great
works within the
things.
country.
I know.
Sure.
And I said, and because I keep up with Rihanna, and I know that she's intense in giving back to the country. I remember, like, she did do something with Oprah years ago, and she noted she showed that like her charity efforts within the country. Yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like too soon.
Think too soon?
Too soon.
I think from she got that B beside her name, it wasn't too soon. It was
so
not
she's
too
only
soon.
a hero because of her billionaire status.
It has a big part to play with it. I am telling you. I know I met this all so much. This is so great. You know why this is so great? This came days after there was a picture circulating with her body out in pajamas. Like, it don't get much better than this.
I mean, you know,
round of applause that
funny
again
enough,
for Miss
people
Fenty.
like, yeah, even that did kind of like, I never even think
Ari,
I never
she
thought
was
about that.
at the ceremony without any bra on. This woman is the greatest.
True.
She great.
Because I like people pointed out and I'm like, oh really? Like, I not even did recognize.
By tomorrow, Ari, she
Sessionary.
probably have a picture out where she has smoked weed and making some suggestive gesture towards our rapper boyfriend, A$AP Rocky. We live in great times. This is great. Because you know what it does? And this is the point that I wanted to bring up. In all seriousness.
Humanizes heroes, I guess.
In a way, and it shows that some of these heroes that we have up
Even in
on this
Jamaica.
pedestal.
In
They're
Jamaica.
not, even within Jamaica, they're not infallible.
No, they're not. They're
They have
humans.
several things about them that if they were to live in this era, people would have prayed them as a my national hero. Look what him did do. You remember what him did a couple years ago? All heap of things like that. Which now brings up the question within our country and within our culture.
I knew that was enough.
Bob Marley.
Mm-hmm.
If them can make a 30-year-old pop singer a national hero while she's still alive, the question, of course, I'm going to bring up, say, why haven't we yet made Bob Marley a national hero? And what's stopping us from making Usain Bolt a national hero? Thoughts?
I mean,
people will say you're Rasta, the weed smoking, the womanizing.
Can't be the weed smoking. Can't be the weed smoking at backside. And it can't be the womanizing thing about my wall.
Because again, if we check out some of these people up on pedestals, you know what I mean? Them history not so clean.
You know, when I think of a hero, especially in the heroes that we have, you know, I guess it's just trying kind of redefining it in our own head and in our own space. Because when you think of these heroes, like
within a modern,
in a modern time, because when you think of heroes like Nanny and the Maroons, like it's slave time and she try free people and her, you know, of course them fable when she catch bullet in her body and all them something there, but you know, it's still a thing where she take slaves or freed people, runaway slaves, and give them a community and try fight off British colonial rule.
I think if Nanny of the Maroons was during this time, should be doing them thing, they plus probably showing her titties on Instagram.
Marcus Garvey, like, of course, Marcus Garvey lived in a time where, albeit we weren't slaves, but still we weren't economically empowered, and he was able to
as black people,
and he was able to start his the line, the boat line, the ship line, the newspaper, his speech, his brand,
speeches,
his brand, his whole mantra is still relevant. Without confidence, you're twice defeated in the race of life, of up you mighty race, things like that.
Probably have a secret girlfriend.
Probably, of course. Well, he's them. You know, remember them? I try petition him for remove him as a criminal because they deport him because of some tax evasion or tax or never paid.
I've been trying to, but not with much effort to get him record expunged.
Yes, right. So you know, but then you just think of it, it's just like a movement of trying to build and take. Yeah, fight some greater cause. Like you're literally fighting a greater cause. So you think of all these people like Nama Manley, Bustamante, them a try free Jamaica from, well, we're still under colonial rule still, like the Queen, but whatever, like give us independence from Britain.
You think like that's ultimately what's holding us back?
Yeah, because the people who we have canonized as heroes, and that's where I learned canonize from Marcus Garvey.
Full circle.
You know, is from people you see the great national, probably even global ramifications and impact that they've made, but it's not just through self. I mean, the representation of Bob and Bolt, you know, it's literally their own self, you know, but yes, them carry Jamaica on them back. But the intention of all these people,
it's for self-furtherance in a sense.
Between
while furthering brand Jamaica or even the culture
it's just like
comes of a consequence in a way.
But for me, when I think of the heroes that we have, is truly trying to. But I guess it's all self-interest. But no, let me say.
Exactly. And we just like I said, from a politician in the area. From a politician as national hero.
True.
Come on.
But then the politics.
Almost all politicians do things to serve their self-interest while everything else comes
No. You're right.
as a consequence.
But But remember, this is because we are trying to gain independence. This is a political move to gain independence.
But to gain favor with the people for elections and things of
but
that
to
sort.
gain
say,
independence
I
of
did
to
this.
free or for
Okay.
free us.
Mm.
So of course, yes, there's self motives and self interest, of course.
Well,
but the broader implication was for us to be free, and I
Alright.
put it free in quotes because everybody have them on.
Stick up in.
But
stick
to
up in.
free ourselves,
Stick up in.
or free us from
Stick up in.
the British rule.
So you watch King Richard were there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this scene was true to life. It maybe did Hollywoodize, of course. But the scene where Venus' father, Richard, did a talk to her and I say, yo, you're gonna represent every black girl on earth.
True.
That carried a certain greater significance than just self-furtherance and brand promoting, like self-brand promoting, right? Who to tell that during Bolt's run that the things in which he did was just not about furthering himself, but a conscious decision, a realization, say, yo, the actions and feats in which I carry out on this track each and every time I perform is of a greater importance. Yes, it add to a legacy for myself.
True. But no,
But
let me tell
a
you.
greater import
All
of
right.
opening several doors for
You remember
kids
Jesse Owens?
from Trelawney.
Jesse Owens?
Yeah.
When he put up him fist.
Yeah.
And I think it was around the time of World War II, and I think there's the story that Adolf Hitler was in the stands or something. I'm trying to remember which it was.
Tommy Smith too.
And like the Adolf Hitler was in the stands, and when they won, it was like an act of defiance. Like, I would consider Jesse Owens to be a hero because of he did what he did. He won, yes, for his self-interest or whatever, but his actions or what he has done, what he did was an act of rebellion, and that had greater implications, and he was risking a lot to do what he did. You understand what I mean?
So you're saying there wasn't, or there hasn't been any such instance?
Because George, the liar man, not nah man.
Which liar man? This door.
George William
God.
Gordon, Jesus Christ. George William Gordon.
Yeah.
He helped I think he was Paul Bogue with the rebellion, and he was like a half white man, right? Near white man. But because of his implications and the risk that he took to help this slave with the rebellion, he was putting himself and he was sacrificing a lot, and him end up dead. He was hung by his counterparts. Not maybe not black, because I think he was part black or whatever. But yeah. And he was hung because the sacrifice. I'm thinking it's just the sacrifice.
So
the greater sacrifice. There has to be something
and greater things that are done for societal. Greater societal movements.
Exactly. So when I think of a hero, I have to think, said Jano, like, do something, you push up against resistance, not just from but
Ari, you do have to consider that we are living in different times.
and that's what I'm saying.
So it's like even though
I say it at the caveat at the
you
start,
did.
so probably we need to redefine
you did
and recontextualize
so even like the
what a hero
philanthropic words
is.
that enough of them artists here, and enough of them athletes such as Usain Bolt, it's kind of like we take it for granted because it come in like commonplace.
Yeah.
And in a way now, philanthropy come in like marketing.
Philanthropy.
Philanthropy. Philanthropy.
Philanthropy. I said
philanthropy kind of come in like,
Okay.
you know the word, man.
Okay.
Kind of come in like marketing now, in a way.
Okay. Right.
Right? But as the point that you did, I have to give you the credit there that you did bring up, say you probably we need to recontextualize.
Because we're not, I guess,
things
because you're
now.
right, because we're not fighting slavery, we're not fighting.
No.
I mean, we're still, we can talk about racism, whether it's here or not or whatever. Classism still exists.
Bolt's legacy is a bit different than, say, like a Muhammad Ali,
Right.
where he would fit into that more like a Jesse Owens, like a
Exactly.
Tommy Smith, where
Exactly.
he did something that was against the grain societally,
His whole existence and him being as
refused
great
to
as
go
he was
to the
is an
war.
act of rebellion.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
it had
And
a greater meaning
and he was
within
sacrificing a whole
his
lot. There was
community.
a
Yeah.
greater. So his stardom and everything that he had and what he achieved, just going against the grain at the time is like is sacrifice. You're sacrificing your career, your wealth, your legacy, everything. Like even what Colin Kaepernick could be considered a modern hero because and we're living in modern times. Him a protest America where he live, right? Because against black people are dead, and him not stand up for the American anthem and whatever. That to me, and you're going like him sacrifice everything. There, what he did, he's sacrificing career, his livelihood, him legacy, albeit maybe of course, if the victors write the story, so let's hope that we black people are the victors. We can write the story good. So it's just, but the context of you doing something bigger than yourself. So yes,
but
of course,
that is you saying that's what you always thought of as
a hero.
What makes a hero.
Yeah,
but like I said, maybe we do need to.
We should, and maybe we can. So you're just
at.
celebrating like really high level, high achieving people who have done a lot for the country. Because in truth and in fact, Bob and Bolt, even Louise Bennett Coverley, they have done a lot.
They have done a lot.
To put Jamaica on the map, to celebrate Jamaica. They've represented the country well, and because of them, you feel proud to wear the black, green, and gold. You feel proud if you're a Rasta, you feel proud because he's the people all around the world know reggae and know Jamaica through Bob Marley.
Not only is Bob Marley somewhat the poster child for Rastafarianism across the globe, whether rightly or wrongly, Rastas don't fought for me. He's the poster child for Jamaica. The man's name is synonymous with Jamaica across the world. You see, say in a Holland, Netherlands, Ajax, for them theme song basically are Three Little Birds. Them have a Three Little Birds jersey. You know what I mean? Like, I think without a doubt, Bob Marley should. There should be serious conversations if there haven't already been. Say, yo, he should be a national hero.
True.
If he should be named a national hero, I wouldn't have any problem.
I wouldn't have any issues.
I wouldn't have any problem with it.
Even as I said, even Bob.
This is a person whose legacy has transcended time.
Bolt and Shelley.
Yeah.
Even Marlene Atty.
Bolt.
Even Marlene Atty.
Yeah.
She had the longest running athlete.
Yeah.
She represented the longest.
Then we are gonna start. Then we have to go make Veronica. Then we have to go make Shelley. Then we have to go make Ilian. So go easy and make we see.
See?
But I'm saying like Bob Marley, of course, transcend whole heap of race barrier, synonymous with Jamaica. I think Bolt, if him not already reached that level, is approaching that level, probably is already at that level.
Of what?
Of transcendence.
Okay.
I remember me believe him to be at one point the most popular man in the world. I truly believe that. And for a man from Jamaica to reach that level, when you talk about sprinting and being the fastest,
no, his
and,
name is
and your name
on,
is synonymous with that,
and
you're far from Jamaica, like you can't wrong it within these modern times. If him to be called a national hero, and you can bring up him in Brazil history with the girl him or whatever, anything like that. Hey, as I'm saying, me glad say somebody like Rihanna can show people say
it don't matter.
It don't
because
matter.
It's true. It's
people are fallible.
Yeah, it's true. It's just like focus on the good that people do. And you do bad things, but you're not a bad person.
It does not define you.
Yeah, you do. We all do bad things, but we're not all necessarily bad people. And despite all the shenanigans that may happen.
Of course, we live on a greater magnifying glass on social media and the times we live in the 24-hour news cycle and all them things.
Yeah.
Not for them heroes that we have, they didn't grow up with them things around them.
Yeah, I mean, boy, I don't know. I don't even look at, because even people say Rihanna, I like when them point it up. I said, "Buck say, yeah, you're right. You're not wearing a brassiere."
She was not.
But then I said,
you know, me, I don't know.
yeah, but then the thing is that me, I said, well, no big deal. But then people pointed out just like, oh yeah, it could be
and
put
they
together,
were pointing
and
out.
nice, and
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, I mean, no, I don't. To be honest, I'm just saying like it's just too soon, and based off what I said, you know. But I don't have a problem with us redefining what a hero or what a hero is, or what a hero ought to be. So I just think that's just too soon, because there's more I think she can do and probably will do.
She will, yeah.
And you know,
But
I
nothing
guess
wrong
let
with
it
giving
know.
the flowers while they're still living.
Yeah,
I
so
think that was what this was.
I'm sure for every little Bajan girl out there, them things say like, because they're a very small country, them I think them smaller than we, you
They
know.
are.
And Rihanna is truly their beacon. Like when you talk to Rihanna, you just when she talk, she still have her accent.
She still have her accent.
She not losing on talent, and
that's
that
true.
me rate most about she. Like she
That's
not
how the
lose
Nicki
it.
Minaj, I'm like, because you sound like you're from New York.
Yeah.
That's how you sound.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they say you grew.
Yeah. So, you know, kudos to Rihanna.
Yeah,
Just
big
think
up
it's
her.
just too soon. But I mean, I think you're right that we're probably, we need to probably have a conversation about redefining what our hero is in our culture.
Mm. I think
So-
that moved to, as I said, to inspire that little Bajan girl, say, yo, you can strive for greatness.
Mhm.
And we not have to wait till you're dead, or you know, you can be honored while still and do great things while still being of a
It's
young
not even be
age.
honored, you know. It's just like you can do great things, no matter like you can have a global impact. A global impact despite coming from a very small country. And I think it's not even about honoring, it's just you can do great things no matter where you come from. And I think that's what she is and what she represents to a lot of Asian girls, and I'm sure Jamaican, I'm sure
And a lot of
other
black
people
women
throughout the
in general,
Caribbean,
yeah.
right? So yeah.
Shout out Rihanna.
Well done for the body there. You get clap and round of applause for the body there. Man I cry for the body there. Saturday to Saturday me have to say well done for the body there. You get clap and round of applause.
In my guide me every day and every night. Just guide me every day and every night, yeah. Watch your energy, don't invade my space, oh no.
One day me just start to smoke the weed hard. It alone can calm me down when me feel mad. It alone can cheer me up when me feel sad. I know me really need that change, help me please God. Protect me please on the journey. Cover me Lord from friends who want hurt me.